well, Target is so racist. Racist as hell.
On June 10th, 2025, Wheaton police responded to a retail theft involving racial profiling claims. The subject spent 4 hours in Target before loss prevention intervened.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just ringing it up?
Yeah, I'm ringing up everything right now.
How much we got so far?
This is this. I just forgot the loofah, but that's everything.
181.
Minus like $1.
Okay. So
Yeah.
167 subtotal before tax. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh-oh. Hello.
Uh-oh. How you doing?
How's it going?
How you doing?
Yeah, so I have her trying to leave right now.
Okay. I'll talk to you a second, miss, okay? Right now you're not under arrest, but you're being detained, okay?
Detained.
You're being
So
detained.
that's her trying to leave. She did pay for a large portion of those items. Specifically, what we know of, she had 2 Hot Wheels items that she kept under the seat there while she was checking out at the register. When they looked away, she pulled both of those items out, put them into bags. She still had a basket in there as well with some cosmetics, some jewelry items. She went up to guest service. She paid for a bunch of items up there, but left all those items in the basket. So then she moved to exit through those doors there, and that's when we stopped her. We do also have a record of her with Target. So it is going to take us a while to get the video together. She was in here for about 4 hours.
Okay. 4 hours in one duration or over?
Yeah, 4 hours in one duration. Do you have the receipt of those?
Is it all
items
this?
there?
Does it look right?
Yeah, so this looks
This is
right.
what she did not pay
We
for.
will double check it against the other items, but this is all the stuff that was left in that basket, along with the, is that with the 2 toys on it? The 2 Hot Wheels? Yeah, with both Hot Wheels on there.
4 hours is plenty of time for loss prevention to gather all the evidence they need to shut a case down. But clearly, she used that time to transform herself from a prime suspect into a misunderstood victim.
So, do you have an ID with you?
I don't. And I didn't even.
Credit cards, what she gave me for ID.
All right, well, talk to me.
Yeah, well, Target is so racist. When I was as soon as I came through the door, that girl with that neon shirt ran to the front door, and I took video of it. When I walked up to the front, no one was there. No asset protection, no nothing. And so I was like, oh, okay. So then I recorded him and I recorded her walking up to that door. And I'm like, oh, so now they're profiling. And so I went to that register 1, and I don't even know what he's talking about.
Under Terry v. Ohio, police may detain based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. 4 hours of surveillance and observed concealment justified the detention. Racial profiling claims require proof of differential treatment based on race. Specific behavioral evidence provides race-neutral justification. Miranda v. Arizona requires warnings only during custodial interrogation. Investigative detention is non-custodial under Berkemer v. McCarty. The subject's Miranda complaint revealed fundamental constitutional misunderstanding. Officers correctly distinguished detention from custody throughout. Illinois law evaluates each item independently in retail theft cases. Paying for some items doesn't negate theft of others. Concealment creates inference of intent under Illinois pattern jury instructions. Mixed payment patterns strengthen prosecution by proving selective intent. Repeat offenders face Class 4 felony enhancement under Illinois law. Prosecutors declined enhancement, citing ongoing Naperville case.
With the Hot Wheels, because I did, my total was $219. And so when I was at the register and I had a basket, and so the lady at the register was acting antsy that she wanted to go to lunch. And the other older lady was like, you can go ahead and go to lunch. And she was like, what you gonna do with that basket? I'm like, I'm going to get service. And so she put everything around the basket and nothing in the inside. So I went to guest service. I had 2 baskets full of clothes already waiting at guest service. And so
What kind of service are you talking about?
over here at the service desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
So
is for merchandise that you had in your cart?
that I was gonna pay for.
Okay.
They had things on hold, like my kids' clothes on hold. So I rolled up to guest service. I did the first basket, and then the Indian woman came, and I asked her to get 2 kiddie pools for me. And so she got 2 kiddie pools, and then I guess she decided to help the other girl. And while she was helping the other girl, she just put the pool right on top of my basket. Check out the basket. She just put the pool right on top. There were no bags, like nothing was just sitting wide open from register one. So when I went to guest service, bring up all my clothes and my houseware stuff.
Hats off to her memory. She could recall every specific detail, yet somehow forgot the most important part, paying. But don't worry, her narrative is about to unravel in real time.
Okay, but typically you're supposed to pay for all the stuff over there at the register before you go to the place that's probably right next to the exit, right?
She was complaining about going to lunch. Register one. She didn't want to work anymore. So
you walk past? So you just walk past and say, okay?
No, she asked me about my basket. She said it was okay to take it to customer service.
Okay.
Because it was already in the basket. So when I was at guest service, after she got the pool, she just put it right on top of my basket. And so I paid for everything, thinking that I about the damn basket because I'm working with the other lady.
All right, so what happened after?
So after, I'm finna go get into my car, and these two people.
Okay, so suddenly we went from the service desk to getting into your car.
I paid for my stuff at customer service.
Okay, what about the other $180 that you didn't pay for?
$180?
Yeah, that's what the receipt said.
Of what? Can I take a look?
Looks like there were various toys, other things that we had there. So there's some things that you're disagreeing that you stole, but some things that you did walk out with?
Yeah, so I don't know how she forgot. What is the HH basket? Because that white basket she's supposed to have scanned.
What do you remember walking out with that you didn't pay for?
Everything should have been paid for.
Everything should have been paid for, but but it wasn't. So what wasn't paid for?
The basket, they had the makeup and a bronzer and a jacket that was supposed to be $15.
Okay.
Everything else should have been paid for.
Okay, that's what we got you on video. Obviously, walking out with merchandise that some of it wasn't
The
paid for.
basket was inside the basket for her to ring up. But when I'm working with the one lady for her to ring up the clothes, imagine you paying for one thing, and then another lady has a big pool, and she's like, I'm just going to sit it on top of your car. And she just sits it on top of the car.
Okay. All right. You're obviously concealing stuff. So just hang out with me, with my partner here for 1 second. I'm going to be right back, okay?
Yeah, because I told him, like, if it's $100, whatever, I can pay for it. Like,
all right.
hey, officer, do you have your basket of food?
It's impressive how she even remembered exactly what was in her basket. The makeup, a bronzer, and a jacket that was supposed to be $15, yet chose to point all the blame at the employee. The officers had heard enough and decided to play a different card to end the performance.
So just from what I'm seeing, just report-wise, without even looking into your history, you've obviously had these situations before. You've been arrested for this before. I don't know where those cases are at right now. It sounds like maybe there's convictions, maybe there isn't. You're going to be placed in our custody. You're going to go back to the Wheaton Police Department, okay? I got to look into a couple things and see what's going on with how many times this has occurred before and see if there's see what situation we're working with.
So I don't know what.
Okay, so at least one other time you've been arrested for retail
it was
theft.
false, and the courts threw it out because they.
I don't have access to that right now, so we're going to have to take a look at that. You're going to come with us, okay? So what I think should probably happen with...
For $100?
Yeah, I mean, $1. We'd do it for $1. That's what retail theft is, okay? Now with your priors, probably no. There could be felony charges on something like this. So...
A felony charge?
Yeah, if you've been convicted before on retail theft, this could be felony pointed at this point. I'll make this as quick as possible, Latoya, but we got to work on a couple things, okay?
Okay.
We might need 2 and 2. You can do what you wish with that complaint. That's not going to be...
But I didn't do anything. Can I get my food? And that right there, is she charging it? That's not on the receipt.
Okay, let's just walk right now, okay? Okay. I think that...
my food, officer?
Okay. Sure. I told you you were detained.
You never read me my Miranda rights.
Okay. Well, you're in custody now, so if you want to talk to me, I can read them to you.
Nope, too late.
Okay.
Another
That's fine for me.
arrest.
Okay.
I will let my attorney know you never read them.
Okay. Careful now. Watch your head.
I'm too big for that strap. Well, I can't sit up with the strap. And no reading of my Miranda rights.
Okay.
You never read me my Miranda rights.
When you're being detained, I don't have to.
You said I was not being arrested. I was just being detained so you can get information.
You were being detained. You were not in custody, so there was no need to read Miranda.
Right, and
Miranda
even when
is read when you're in custody, and we were going to ask you questions about the investigation.
He did. He has.
Okay.
He has asked me questions.
All right, here's the thing, Latoya. If you're just going to argue with us, we're just not going to talk to you, okay? So that might be the best way.
I think it's fine if we don't.
Yes. Racist motherfuckers. I'm so glad I got evidence. So glad I got evidence and I'm following me. So glad I got evidence. Oh my goodness. As soon as I came in the store, they were following me. Like, nobody understands. She set the basket. She said, Officer, she sat the pool right on top of my basket while I'm working with the other lady. Like, if I was working with just the one lady, then I could have been paying attention to everything. Yeah. I don't need to go to no more retailers. Racist as hell.
Law enforcement receives a grade of A-. Constitutional compliance was exceptional despite inflammatory accusations. Officers maintain professionalism through repeated profanity and racism claims. The subject receives a failing grade of F. Multiple constitutional misunderstandings led to poor, tactical choices. Combative behavior and unsupported allegations worsened her legal position. Target loss prevention receives an A grade. 4-hour surveillance demonstrated behavior-based monitoring, not profiling. Allowing partial payment before intervention strengthened the case. Critical lessons from this case. First, understand when Miranda warnings are actually required. Detention for investigation is not custody requiring warnings. Second, racial profiling claims need comparative evidence, not just feelings. Behavioral observations provide race-neutral justification for intervention. Third, partial payment is not a defense under Illinois law. Each item is evaluated independently for theft elements. Fourth, modern retail surveillance documents hours of behavior. Extended observation suggests behavior-based, not appearance-based monitoring. Finally, combative behavior rarely improves legal outcomes. Professional assertion of rights is more effective than hostile confrontation. This case demonstrates evidence-based policing under challenging circumstances. Constitutional protections applied despite inflammatory accusations. Let us know what legal topics you'd like discussed in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more legal analysis.